Welcome into the Chiefs Report. I am Harrison Graham. We are here to answer all of your questions. So use hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat to get onto today's mailbag. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to be a part of our mailbags every single live show on Mondays. All right, Dale Webb Jr., trade CEH. I'm not opposed. I don't know what his value would be, especially if you were to trade for Christian McCaffrey, for example. Trading CEH would only make sense at that point in time. I mean, what are you going to get, though, a fifth? I guess that's not terrible. I don't think at this point you're picking up his fifth-year option. So definitely think it's a possibility, Dale Webb. I only think it'll happen, though, if the Chiefs make a move for a running back before the deadline. Like, I don't think they'll just trade him and roll with Pacheco, McKinnon, and Ronald Jones. I think they would trade him if they're upgrading at the position. Achilles Coletta's just a comment, love Mahomes. Hey, listen, type 15 if you love Patrick Mahomes in the comments. We got his back. Tough loss to the Bills, but as always, he's going to bounce back. Mr. Wick, after Juju's big game, is he ready to ball out for the rest of the season? I hope so. I thought he played really well. Juju looked like, 2-3 years ago, Juju, when he took that slant, broke a tackle, and took it to the crib for a 42-yard touchdown. Had a couple of other nice catches as well. I'd like to get him more targets. He had 5 catches for 113 yards on 5 targets. Let's get him 8. Let's get him 9. Let's see if he can be 100 yards week in and week out. I don't know if he can, but, the only chance he's going to get there is if he gets more opportunities. He caught all 5 he could for 113. So I like that game from Juju. I think he's got a chance to really, really emerge as this top receiver if he isn't already. Will Juju finish the season with over 1,000 yards? Type O for over, type U for under. A little over-under game. I think he's got a good shot to finish with 1,000. That 113 goes a long way. He's had a couple other decent games as well. O for under, or O for over, U for under. Let us know what you guys think. Chiefs fan, should we fix the O-line this offseason? I mean, they kind of fixed it a couple off seasons ago. Guys just aren't playing up to their potential. Orlando Brown not playing to the level we're used to at left tackle. The second half of last year, he was great. First half of last year, and so far this year, very inconsistent. Trey Smith, I think, is, maybe it's not surprising as a 6th-round rookie, kind of lightning at a bottle last year. I'd say he's taken a minor step back. He's still good, but at times it's like, oh, yeah, this guy was a 6th-round rookie. Right tackle, again, Andrew Wiley. He's a fringe starter in this league. He's having to play because Lucas Niang's hurt, Darian Kennard isn't ready. So I don't think they need a major overhaul or anything. They just need guys to play better. McQuai Prince, do you think we need another top-end safety, or are we set back there? I think the Chiefs are okay right now. Brian Cook was hurt on Sunday. Justin Reed briefly got hurt and had to check out of that game. I like Juan Thornhill. I think Deion Bush is a reliable backup. I think the Chiefs are fine at safety. Now, maybe this offseason they're going to have to do something with Thornhill being a free agent. Maybe Brian Cook just steps in and becomes a full-time starter. I'm not sure. But I don't think the Chiefs need to, overthink this. I think they're fine at safety. Donuts Harrison, what player could the Chiefs trade for a second-round pick? Who would you go get? I mean, if you could get DJ Moore for a second-round pick, I would do that. I'd do that in a heartbeat. I'd trade a second-round pick for Christian McCaffrey. I don't think I'd trade a first for him, but I'd trade a second for him. Those were a couple of guys. Maybe another pass rusher. You don't have to pay a second for Robert Quinn anymore. You could probably get him for like a fifth at this point. He has not been that productive this year. Nick Yates, where's Kyle Long? He's just hanging out as far as I know. Free agent. I think he's kind of semi-retired again. He came out of retirement, played for the Chiefs last year, never saw the field. So, yeah, I think he's kind of just done. Daddy Dayton, I think McDuffie is going to be a great cornerback when he comes back. Also, WUB for Chiefs Dubs. I think he means sub for Chiefs Dubs. So listen to the man. Hit that subscribe button here on the Chiefs Report. We do these mailbags every Monday live on the Chiefs Report, so subscribe, join the family. We're here 3 o'clock Central every Monday. You heard the man. Hit that sub button, sub for Chiefs Dubs. Chiefs going to get back on the saddle this week. Cole Keller, shout out to Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker for a 62-yard field goal. That was great. Good to see Butker back. He missed one from 51, but overall I thought he kicked the ball well. Do you think Juju comes back for 2023? I'd like to see him back. Maybe you give him a 2-year deal this time. If he has a 1,000-yard season, he's going to garner interest on the open market. So What the Chiefs give him, like $10 million or something? You're probably going to have to give him more like $15 per year if he keeps playing well, which I'd probably be willing to do. 2 years, $30 million? Who says no? J-Jets edits, what is your Chiefs record prediction? 4-2. I said before the season, 12, 13 wins. I'll stick to that. 12-5, 13-4. I mean, the schedule's tough, obviously, but, I still think this is a 12-ish win team. I think they'll be just fine. Achilles Coletta's passed to Hardman more often. He's open on a ton of those plays more than Kelce, but I get it. Kelce's Mahomes' security blanket. I don't know if he's open more often than Kelce, dude. Kelce's always open. Now, I have noticed Hardman gets open quite a bit. I think from a route running ability standpoint, he's gotten better. He's looking better. He made some big plays this past weekend. He's a guy I'd like to bring back too on a 1-year deal for Kansas City. But we'll see what happens this offseason. But, yeah, I'm down to get Hardman more involved. Had a nice touchdown catch as well, so we'll see what he ends up doing. Hashtag Chiefs or Super Chat to get on our mailbag. James Scottish Claymores, can we trade for a right tackle? P.S. Real one. Hey, type real one if you're a real one here on the Chiefs Report. You guys know what the deal is. Yes, I'm trying to think of guys you can go get at right tackle. Riley Reef from the Bears, he's not even starting over Larry Borum, who was a 5th-round pick last year. Is he an upgrade over Andrew Wiley? Maybe a slight upgrade. I'm not sure. Other tackle options, who's even out there? Who are you going to go get at right tackle? I'd have to think about it more. I'd like to see Lucas Niang get healthy, but that doesn't seem likely. So you may just roll with Wiley, man. Look, Andrew Wiley has been passable if he's your worst offensive lineman. The problem is at times Orlando Brown hasn't been good, Trey Smith hasn't been good, so you can't have 3 guys playing below their level. You can have 1, but not 3. BetUS is the place to go if you want to make some money this football season. I got into sports gambling about 3 or 4 years ago thanks to BetUS, and I've been having a blast ever since. It's fun. It makes the games more exhilarating, especially on games that your teams are not involved in, and go get some money. Get started. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Got to use our link to sign up, and then use the promo code Chiefs125. Down $100, they'll give you $125 for free with that promo code. Betting odds for this week's matchup: Chiefs 3.5-point favorites. The over/under 48 points as Kansas City hits the road to take on San Francisco. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Promo code Chiefs125. Daddy Dayton back with another one. How do you feel about the Vikings this year? Playing some good ball. You got Justin Jefferson. You got Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins is hit and miss, but when he's on, he's dangerous. The defense is improved, and they're playing in a weak division. Lions still aren't there. Bears are rebuilding. Packers have taken a step back without Devontae Adams. Looks like Minnesota might run away with the NFC North. Jason R., is Josh Allen better than Mahomes? I'm not ready to say that, no. He's got to prove it in the playoffs. I would still take Mahomes. I think if you polled most GMs, more would say Mahomes than Allen. Now, I don't think it'd be unanimous. I think a few would take Allen over Mahomes. But I also wonder, too, Allen takes a lot more hits by running around. Long term, is he going to be able to last as long doing that? We'll see. They went head-to-head, and I thought Allen played a tick better this week. But at the end of the day, Jason, Patrick Mahomes has proven to be a more clutch player in his career, especially in the postseason. So we'll see what happens moving forward. J-Jet said it's what happened to the Giants this year. They're well coached, man. You go out and get Wink Martindale to run that defense. That's made that defense much more competitive and solid. Brian Dable and former Chiefs quarterbacks coach Mike Kafka running that offense. They're doing a great job scheming things up and keeping it simple for Daniel Jones. They're not letting their quarterback overthink. Saquon's having a bounce back here. They're just really well coached. They're ahead of schedule in that rebuild as well. It'll be what'll really be interesting, J-Jets. Let's say the Giants go 11-6. They're 5-1, so 6-5 the rest of the way. That's not crazy to say. 11-6, make the playoff as a wild card team, lose in the first round. Do you keep Daniel Jones or do you go get another quarterback? Going to be really interested to see what the Giants end up doing. Dale Webb Jr., I like Humphrey, but I would like to see Jason Kelce in a Chiefs uniform before he retires. Look, I think it'd be sick if Jason Kelce played here, but A, you got the best center or maybe the second best in Creed Humphrey behind Jason Kelce. Maybe Kelce's a bit better, but why would the Chiefs stunt Creed Humphrey for a year at center just to bring Jason Kelce to KC with his brother? Plus, Jason Kelce, he's a lifer in Philadelphia. He's not playing anywhere else. I just don't see it. He's going to play this year with Philly, 1 or 2 more years maybe, and then he's going to call it quits. I don't think he's playing in another uniform. Better pizza topping, Chiefs Kingdom. I want to hear it. Type P for pepperoni, S for sausage, or if you have a different pizza topping you prefer, let us know in the comments section. Maybe you're a pineapple fan, and if you are, drop the pineapple emojis. I personally am not a big pineapple on pizza person, but I'm not necessarily against it either. It's just not necessarily my thing. P for pepperoni, S for sausage. Tatum Floyd, what's Brian Burns' contract look like? Do you think we can get him for a second and a fourth? I got to think Carolina wants a first there, man. Young, talented pass rusher who's had success. If I'm the Panthers, he's like the one guy I'm not trying to trade. Like, I got to be blown away with an offer. Now, he would help this front. There's no doubt. He's better than Frank Clark. Like, seriously. Frank Clark played a little better against Buffalo. He continues to be inconsistent, though. I don't think trading for Brian Burns is that realistic. Jason R., will Tyreek come back? I mean, if he does, it's going to be a few years down the road. He signed a brand new contract with Miami, and I don't think the Dolphins are going to trade him anytime soon. So I could see, I said this at the time, I continue to think it because you hear Tyreek talk about the Chiefs, you know, I can't remember which game it was, but at the podium he was saying, yeah, man, I was rooting for my boy Pat and those guys, yada, yada, yada. He misses the Chiefs. Let's just be honest. Now, he had to get his money, and I don't blame him for that, but I could see him at the end of this contract signing like a 2 or 3 year deal and playing more ball at the Chiefs. I really could. He's young enough. He could come back here and finish off his career in Kansas City. All right, hit that subscribe button. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at HGramNFL. If we didn't get to your questions, hit me up right there. We will answer more questions over there. Sorry if we didn't get to your questions here on the show. At HGramNFL on Twitter, at HGramNFL on Instagram. Give me a follow, slide in the DMs. You can ask me your Chiefs questions.